is speak in regards to a question I got asked yesterday. So I was talking to one of my friends, okay, because I grew up in Southampton, okay, and one of my oldest friends, Craig, okay, which a lot of people don't get on with. He can be a bit difficult and awkward. And he said to me, he said, after you spent all that time last year trying to track down your daughter again and got nowhere, was it worth it? And he said, and the main reasons he said it, he said, considering what you did to your mental health, the damage you did to your marriage, and the damage you did to your family, was it worth it? And by answering that question, because it's not an easy question to answer, well, it is an easy question to answer. You've got to think of why I don't see my daughter. Now, my daughter Amy, she will be 17 on August the 6th this year. Okay, so our 17th birthday is coming up. Okay, now I've never seen her. Okay, her mother has done her utmost to stop me over the years. Okay, there's no general reason that I shouldn't be seeing her or I can't see her. Okay, apart from a difficult mother that's gone out of her way, we'll say 17 years, for 17 years to stop me. Okay. Now, over the years, I've tried loads of things. I've never gone to court. I never wanted to go to court. I never wanted to drag it through court. You know, I had that as a kid. You know, I'm nearly 48 years of age and I still have to deal with the disputes between my mother and father because they can't say one nice thing about each other. Okay. And it's like picky in the middle. And you think, oh, do I really still need this? You know, I'm 48 years of age and I'm still getting dragged into it. So I never wanted to go to court and then have that animosity towards the mother for it going down that route. And, you know, a case of my daughter being put in a position where he said that, she said that, you know, all this type of stuff. Because it's not fair on the child at the end of the day. And this is what people forget. It's all about the child. So, if I go back to last summer, my, how old is she? 9-year-old daughter, she's coming up for 9, came up to me and said, Dad, can I see my sister? And I said to her, I said, what do you mean, can you see your sister? You see sisters virtually every day. And she said, no, my other sister, the one that I don't see. And I thought, oh, shit, now I'm in trouble. So I said, what do you mean, Amy? And she said, yeah. I said, well, the problem is, Jemima, because my daughter's name is Jemima. I said, problem I've got is, this is going to be one of the few times in my life I am going to let you down. And there's nothing worse as a father when you're put in a position where you know you're going to let your child down no matter what. Because I knew no matter what, there was nothing I can do. Okay, so I went into the YouTube video. God, I can't believe I did it. And I basically appealed to my ex's better nature. Okay, and I said to her, look, I don't want to take legal action. Can I just see? Can I just see my daughter? You know, my other daughter wants to see her. Okay, this ain't about me. Okay, it's not about you. It's about the children at the end of the day. And I put this video and I put it on like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It went everywhere. Okay. And I said, look, I'll give you 2 weeks to get back to me, or I'll just take legal action. I wasn't going to take legal action. I had no incentive to take legal action. Okay. So I thought, right, let's see what happens. Right. And that was like on the Wednesday or Thursday, I think it was. And then come the Saturday, I was working on a newspaper because I co-own a newspaper, happening.com. So if you want to go and read it, be my guest. Hi to all of you. Right. So, and my daughter, my youngest daughter, who has Down syndrome, okay, she had my phone. And anybody that tries to contact me while she's on YouTube time, okay, she's going to hang up on you. And my ex started trying to contact me. And because she couldn't get hold of me, she ended up contacting my wife. And they basically, and my wife came in and said, look, your ex is trying to contact you in regards to Amy. I thought, yeah, all right, very funny. I'm not in the mood, not on a Saturday evening. Okay, I'm not in the mood for it. I've got so much work to do. So I go and look at my phone. And yeah, there's missed phone calls from my ex-girlfriend. So I phone her up and she says, Kevin, can we just deal with this like normal adults? I thought, you got some fucking cheek. After 16 years, you want to deal with this like normal adults? You've had 16 years to deal with it. You've had letters from my solicitor. You've had messages from me. You've had phone calls from me, and you've refused point blank. And she went on and she said, right, this is the thing. Amy's going for her exams. Will you give me 2 months? Will you give her 2 months to get through her exams, her GCSEs? And I thought, waited near on 16 years. Is 2 months going to kill me? Probably not. Probably not going to kill me. Okay, so I thought, okay, fine. I'll give you 2 months. Get in contact with me in 2 months' time. Okay, and we'll deal with it then. Okay, so I left Amy alone for 2 months. I left her alone until the 6th of August. Okay, and did I hear back from her? No. So I sent her a message on the 6th of August wishing her a happy birthday, wishing her a happy 16th birthday. Okay, but carried on talking to my ex-girlfriend for a few weeks until she cut contact, which I knew was going to happen. You know, so the reality is, did I achieve anything? Not a damn thing did I achieve. Okay, because we're still a year further on down. Still don't see her. But this is the irony. And this is the irony. Okay. Now, my ex works in a charity shop. Okay, I'm not going to say where because I don't want people going to hound her or anything because that's not fair. It's not fair for me to let people go and give her a load of aggro. But she works in a charity shop. Now, my wife goes into that charity shop on a regular basis, at least once a week, with my kids. And my ex, and this is the bit I don't get, it's okay for my ex-girlfriend to go and engage with my 2 youngest children, my daughter with Down syndrome, and my 2-year-old son. She'll go and speak to them, she'll go and engage with them. But it's not okay for my eldest daughter to be able to know her brother and sister. She's got other brothers and sisters. Okay, but that's not okay. It's okay for my daughter's auntie, okay, to be able to know her, to be able to be invited to my daughter who has Down syndrome's birthday parties. Although I used to, because her son used to be at the same nursery as my daughter, but no longer. Okay, and they were able to go to that, and that's okay for her auntie to be able to engage with my daughter. So the reality is, and this is the way I look at it, I think, was it worth it? Yeah, it was. Did I suffer any consequences? Yeah. It pretty much, not completely, but it pretty much destroyed my marriage. So my wife doesn't really talk to me now, although not as much as we used to. My daughter that wants to see her sister ain't happy with me because I failed her, because she wants to see her sister and she's unable to see her sister. It took me over the edge. So my mental health suffered massively. Ended up on antidepressants. I'm no longer on antidepressants or anything. I thought, stop that. I'm not doing antidepressants. I'm not going to counselling or any of that kind of crap. That can go away. So I just found other ways to deal with it. So was it worth it? Yeah, it was. But this is the thing. What I always knew was going to happen, happened. And it gave me more incentive to be able to see her, because there was a period in my life I'd given up. I'd given up having any chance of ever seeing my daughter. And the thing is, I run a newspaper at the end of the day. Have I done anything bad in my life? Have I got things to feel ashamed of that I've done? Yeah, I've got loads of things. Things, being an editor of a newspaper, you feel guilty for some things that you do sometimes. Selling people down the river, right royally down the river. And I'm guilty of that. Have I ever committed a crime? No. Have I ever been arrested of a crime? I haven't done that. Have I ever suffered from any form of addiction or anything like that? Have I ever assaulted a woman? Never done that. So have they actually got any reason to say you shouldn't be having anything to do with your daughter? No, they haven't. But that's still not going to stop them. So what can I really do? Well, I could be quite spiteful towards my ex. I could be really bloody spiteful. And put stories up about her on my newspaper on a weekly basis. And I've been tempted to do that. But then I think, I'm better than her. And I've refused to do it so far. Okay, so the question is, what should I really do? Because the only thing I really want to do is see my daughter. And it's been going on for 17 years now. 17 years, near on 17 years. It's a long time. There's people that go down for murder, rape, that serve less time than that. I should know. I get plenty of press releases by different police forces in the UK. Okay, so what should I do? That's what I want people to tell me. Let me know in the comments down below, because I don't want to talk for ages today. I do enough talking as it is. Okay, so let us know in the comments down below what you think I should actually do, because I'm actually at the stage now I don't actually really know what I should do. Some people, it's like, for instance, my mother disowned me over this because I went looking for her again. Other people have told me not to bother. So just let us know in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all again a bit later.